Hello guys, it's November 22nd, 2023, and it's been 60 years since JFK was shot. And to celebrate this ceremony, I'm reading this book, The Day Kennedy Was Shot, by Jim Bishop. So here we go. Taking the field airport, taking a nice router here, turn into Maine for a long ride, turn into Houston, then turn to Elm, boom, get shot, and straight going to the Parkland Hospital, where he died 30 minutes after. For the record, there is a lingering melancholy mixed with the suspicion regarding the assassination of John Fitzgerald Kennedy in Dallas, Texas on November 22nd, 1963, and it's difficult to tell which is the harder to sustain, the shock waves which radiated from Dealey Plaza on that warm noon day seemed like some cataclysmic sound to pass around the world and back again many times, hardly diminishing in intensity as it brews consequences. He had been a fair prince indeed, bringing youth brews consequences. He had been a fair prince indeed, bringing youth and subsist his occasion and an heir with confidence to the throne. He had had his political triumphs and cafes, but in either case he was facing for ward when they occurred. His friends, his enemies, his apartheques, his apartheques, has sharp memories for the thick brown hair, the square gleaming teeth, the sailor eyes, the frame of the dandy. They recall his wife too, as the first ladies are seldom remembered. They knew the dark slab of hair in the piquant, brilliantly lighted face, the moods, the veneer of the well-bred Georgetown girl. She had been clasped hands, white-knuckled ecstasy of a little girl at her first prom, and the appreciation of privacy. The world, it seemed, could conjure visions of little Caroline, fair-haired and sweet, and John with a babyish face, which had yet to make up its mind. An innocent in a white suit who could bow gravely for the waist without falling. The nation and the world had no troubles remembering. The problem was forgetting. Waves of masochistic guilt swept America. Many people felt that in some vague manner we had failed Kennedy. Every people felt that in some no everything about the funeral, including the stiff-legged march to the pro-Catholic cathedral with the muffled tattoo of drums, was calculated to reduce the nation to tears. President Johnson appointed a committee of distinguished men to investigate the assassination and the subsequent slaughter of Lee Harvey Oswald. The simple became complex. The obvious obtuse. The death of Mr. Kennedy became the subject of lengthy newspaper articles, magazine series, books, pamphlets, tracts. The more the people read, the more certain they became that they had not heard the facts. Well, guys, I am so tired. My arms hurt. My hands hurt, and I can barely speak no matter what. Continue. Some of the writers were irresponsible and sensational. These drew the most attention. A single hair could be split in several ways, and the split bullets assassins affidavits and innuendo. There are, according to my count, 16,500,000 words of research material on John F. Kennedy, and the amount is growing. The tense, smiling figure of the president began to take on the aura of a mysterious murderer. He became a bigger man than he was. A library was proposed. Donations were socialized. The father of the president donated $1 million. A brother-in-law, Stephen Smith, was appointed chairman of the drive for $10 million. A train was sent on a tour of cities with Kennedy memorabilia. The people gave freely of their hearts, their tears, but not their money. On a warm day in 1959, John F. Kennedy had permitted me to remain at his side so that I might write a newspaper story called "The Day Kennedy Was Nominated." In public, he was self-assured and an eager fighter in private. As we parted, he said, I have to make it by the second ballot. All the other delegates are pledged for 2. If I don't make it by then, the votes will scatter. I'm going to watch it on TV. I shook his hand and said he could make it on the 1st. I hope so, he said, and walked up an alley beside a small Beverly Hills apartment house. He hopped a fence to visit his father, who was in the home of actress Marion Davies. Well, guys, I had to stop here. I'm gonna underline Davies so that I will remember some articles. Because that is seriously loads and loads and loads of this page. Like, it has loads of loads of chapters. And that's loads of texting. But it's probably the time for us to go. So I hope you guys like, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and I'll see you in the next 3 days. And I'll continue on reading this old book. See you guys next time.